What's up, YouTube? We got a yo-yo review to do today. This is the brand new Rain City Skills Gamer. So, Rain City Skills Gamer actually was one of the first, I think it was the second, Rain City Skills yo-yo. It's had a few extra runs since its first inception. It's got a little bit of update in some of the more recent runs, but this is its first sort of modernization overhaul. It's a lot lighter than it used to be, and it's matted. It's just sort of a totally different. I don't know why they called it the Gamer. I mean, I guess it's still in the same vein. It's still sort of the same butterfly shape, but it's not quite. It's very different from the original. So in being lighter, they've actually dubbed this the Gamer Light. So let's get into the specs of it real quick. So slim bearing specs, which is how it comes shipped, it's 61.25 grams, which is light. The original, I think, was 65 or 66. The width is 30.5 millimeters with a 54.85 millimeter diameter. The C size bearing, 62 grams, 32 millimeters wide, with a 54.85 millimeter diameter. It's still the same, obviously. Still the same diameter. You don't change the diameter when you change the bearing. So, what's this one like? So, out of the box for me, with the slim bearing in it, I believe the slim bearing is lubed. It's a little snaggy. So, it's very good for, like, not snaggy. Snaggy is the wrong word, but it is very responsive. Very, very responsive. So, it's very good for stalls. Nice high wall there. Get a lot of stalls. The stalls are very easy. The, sort of, loops and jump the fence and all that kind of stuff is very, very easy and good. But as far as like kind of doing like a little bit of like string tricks in the middle of like responsive yo-yo string tricks, sort of that midway between like looping and stalls and then not doing it. So it's very responsive. There's really big pads in here, and I'll show you that. But let's look at what comes in the box too, because the fun part about the Gamer is that you could set it up like a ton of different ways. Out of the box, like I said, very responsive. Not saying that's a bad thing. Let's not construe it as though it's a bad thing. So it comes with this little bag. I kind of know what's in the bag, but I haven't opened the bag because I figured I'd open the bag in the video. But it comes with a bearing puller, which is nice because you may want to pull the bearing to set it up in a different way. It comes with an extra bearing that I dropped. Yep, and it's a flat bearing. An open flat bearing, so if you want to lube that to make it play better with like responsive, like sort of lubed bearing play, you've got a flat bearing to do that, and you've got a yo-yo holster, one of the Magic Yo-Yo ones, which is very nice to include. The point of this is to carry it with you. It also comes with a nice little hard case, and here's some more pogs. Mine came with a pog, but nice little hard case for it. Put it right in the case. Really a nice package, and at 60 bucks, I don't really know that you can beat the whole package because you can kind of set it up, like I said, however you want. If you want to clean this bearing, I imagine it'll do string tricks a little better, but it is lubed out of the box. So a nice package overall. Obviously comes with your standard Rain City fare as well, including some stickers. A piece of candy. What's this? A puzzle piece. I don't know what this puzzle piece is. This is probably a puzzle piece from that puzzle, that Rain City puzzle. And then you got Rock Band. I don't know where you got these stickers. This sticker looks like it actually came from Rock Band. Jeremy sometimes sends me weird stuff. But so it comes with your standard Rain City fare, and that's all good as well. As far as my thoughts between is this good or is I think I prefer the shape of this one. However, with the slim bearing, the other one, I preferred the responsiveness of it. I think the pads are too thick on this, but I wanted to play it out just out of the box to kind of give you the feeling out of the box, right? I didn't want to like set it all up and redo it, because you can make this play however you want. You can be unresponsive, it can be an unresponsive slimline, it can be a responsive sort of semi-responsive thing with the flat bearing. You can clean this bearing out and it'll be a little less responsive with the slim bearing. So there's really a lot of things you can do with it, and it does come with an extra axle too, the longer axle, for that flat bearing. So that's probably the way I'll set this up after. Is I will likely lube this bearing with thick lube, and I will put the longer axle in, and I will just play with a thick lubed flat bearing and just play it sort of semi-responsive that way. And I'll show you the pads, but that's going to be the way I'm going to end up playing it. But I want to show you out of the box, because out of the box, this is probably the best metal stall yo-yo I've ever played. So to just play with stalls and stuff like that, this is really the best at that. So let me go ahead and throw it around for you a little bit. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, Gamer Light. So like I said, out of the box, I mean, very, very responsive. And just as far as stalls are concerned, it's perfection in that regard. Like, as long as you don't throw it too hard, I mean, this gets every stall you want it to get. And nice high wall so that you're not, it's staying right on plane. It doesn't want to leave the plane. Really nice with stalls, and just that's really fun. So and even just playing catch with yourself, really nice and tug responsive. Feels good and smooth though too. Really do like the blast on this. Jeremy's been I don't know what Jeremy's been saying to the companies to get the blast right, but the blasts on the last few yo-yos have just been, I mean, just incredible. I mean, starting with the with the guitarist, really I feel like the blast finishes really took a step up for Rain City Skills. Let's do a UFO. Yeah, a really cool, very responsive. Now I'll show you what I mean here. See how it's like as soon as it hits the string, it's like catches the inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and lube it up. And we're gonna do with the flat bearing the way I would set it up, but I wanted to show you guys out of the box. All right, wide bearing installed with the little bit of thick lube. Not a little bit. I flooded the bearing. It's not a little bit of anything. It's not how it goes. So as you can see, that way it's still getting all the stalls, but now you can get your responsive tricks as well. And with this, I mean, this is fantastic. Like, this is phenomenal this way. It really is. Like, this really plays really good. The weight is perfect, right around 60 grams. 62, I think, is what it said. And, yeah, this is just, get all your stalls, and it'll do your flying trapezes and whatnot, so you can do flyaways and stuff like that. Really, I think this is the way to set it up for most players, and it's really a nice balance and a nice yo-yo. I was just throwing it like super responsive, so now doing the semi stuff is like a little bit awkward, but you can see it still does everything I want it to, and is very, very controllable. But yeah, Rain City Skills Gamer Light is just, it's a beast, man. This is so fun. Like, these are so responsive and semi-responsive yo-yos, and yo-yos that'll kind of let you set it up to play the way you want to play with it. To me, that's for me. It's how I want to play yo-yo, and this is that kind of yo-yo. And at $60, if you don't have like a dozen yo-yos that already play like this, I mean, this is probably one of the best ones. I really like it. If you like the original Gamer, you're going to really love this Gamer. And the colorways are just phenomenal. Look at that. Look how good this is. Shout out to Waylon for always making sure I get a good colorway. But yeah, let's go ahead and take it apart. I'll show you guys the insides, and we'll do pros and cons. All right, we are back with the Gamer Light. All right, let's take this bad boy apart. Show you. As you can see, I replaced the axle in with the magic of video. I replaced the axle in the bearing, so now I've got a flat, full-size bearing in there. But as you can see, These are like snow tire size response pads, so they are a lot more responsive. And you can play this unresponsive. Like, you don't have to lube this. Like, I lubed the crap out of this bearing, so it's gonna be responsive because I thick lubed it. But you don't have to do that. You can play this unresponsive as well. I don't like playing slimline unresponsive, so I would never do it this way. But if you do, you can. And if that's something you like, it's challenging, and truthfully, it's something you should try. I definitely tried it out with the first gamer. Didn't like it. I've tried it since then with other yo-yos and stuff, but I prefer slimline yo-yos to be at least semi-responsive. I feel like that's how they play the best. It gives me that most nostalgic feel, and truthfully, I play them longer. I mean, if you want to be honest, it's like, you know, play a video game for only a little while, it's like, this wasn't my thing. These are it's my thing to play them this way, and I play it longer. It sits on the desk longer, and it gets played a lot harder. But the construction is very nice. They usually send me B grades, and I could see there's like a little bit of slip between the fade there, but this is a nice fade. Like, it's only in the inside, so this is a super duper nice fade. So my Sori grade came apart real nice, went back together real nice. The nice long axle goes into the Lego pieces there. You can fit Legos on these hubs, which is cool. It doesn't really work when you throw it so much for most Legos, but it's just neat to do. If you want to set it on your desk, stick a Lego on it, especially if you're a Lego guy. I'm not particularly a Lego guy, but it's fun. It's a neat idea. Let's do pros and cons. Pros, set it up your way. It's really like, you know, do you want to play it super responsive and loop it and play catch with yourself? Out of the box, that's how it comes. You can play it unresponsive if you want. Comes with all the tools. Look, I even got the bearing stuck on the bearing tool. See? I totally did. It comes with all the tools even to pull the bearing and stuff. And it comes with an extra axle so that you can put a slim or a fat bearing in there. Once you've decided how you want to set it up and you've got it all set up, if you decide to change how it's set up, you can change it. It comes with strings, of course. It comes with the candy. It comes with the whole Rain City experience. Other pro, this case is awesome. Like, look how, like, this is so... Throw that in your backpack with whatever other crap. You're not going to ding your yo-yo. Like, this is nice. I really like... I feel like all the gamers have come with something like this. This is really a, like, step up. Like, this is kind of almost like a hard case. Like, this is really a step up. I really, really like this. As far as cons are concerned, like I said, out of the box, it's a little too responsive. I think for a lot of people, you're gonna have to fiddle with it. So that's really the only con I would say with this. But I mean, if the only con is you're gonna have to set it up the way you want to set it up, like, that's not really a con. It's just it'll play the way you want it to play. Absolutely, you're just gonna have to make it do that if it's not responsive out of the box. So that's really the only thing. Otherwise, fantastic yo-yo, a great addition to the gamer lineup of yo-yos. I really think they nailed it this time, truth be told. I think this is the best one yet. I do think they should come out of the box like this, with the C-bearing lubed, but that's just my opinion. But, you know, however you would want it. Tell me down in the comments, how would you play a gamer? How have you been playing your gamer light? What have you been doing to do? I feel like this is just a great step. I love all of the responsive and semi-responsive yo-yos that have been coming out lately. And just keep bringing them. Just keep sending them out. Keep giving them to me. I will keep playing them, and I will keep gushing over them. Gamerlight, it's great. Check it out. RainCitySkills.com. They're in stock. Go pick it up. You're going to love it. I guarantee it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you. I'll see you next time.